Beloved Masters of Light, radiant souls who have chosen to embody the journey of remembrance in this most significant era of Earth's transformation, I enfold you now in the brilliance of the Creator's eternal flame. I come to you bearing the sword of truth and the shield of divine love, reminding you once again of that which has never been lost, your divine sovereignty, your eternal birthright as co-creators of light, as radiant expressions of the infinite. You live in times where shadows of fear and illusion seem to grow louder, where external forces attempt to dictate the measure of your freedom, and where doubt rises like a tide in the collective consciousness. Yet beneath these waves lies the unshakable foundation of your soul, the eternal strength of your divine sovereignty, which no power outside of you can diminish. You came to earth carrying within your very essence the seed of divine authority, the sacred spark of the Creator's will, and the remembrance of your infinite power. This sovereignty is not granted by rulers, governments, or systems of control. It is not taken away by circumstances, nor is it bound by the passing tides of history. It is eternal, for it is woven into the fabric of your soul. It is the truth of your being, waiting only for your recognition and embodiment. When I speak of sovereignty, beloved hearts, I do not speak of domination or control over others, for true sovereignty has nothing to do with power imposed outwardly. Sovereignty is the recognition of your alignment with divine will, the living expression of your soul's truth, and the freedom to radiate your light without fear. It is the strength to stand in your essence even when the world around you trembles, the courage to choose love even when shadows press upon you, and the wisdom to know that your authority flows from the Creator within, not from validation outside. Sovereignty is not rebellion against life, but deep harmony with the eternal flow of creation. When you claim your sovereignty, you anchor heaven's truth on earth. Beloved ones, many of you have forgotten the fullness of this truth. Through lifetimes of density, through systems built on fear and control, humanity has been conditioned to believe that your power lies outside of you. You have been taught to seek approval, to surrender your will to institutions, to bow before voices that speak not in the name of light but in the illusion of authority. You have been told that you are small, that you are powerless, that you must earn your worth through struggle and obedience. Yet all of this is a veil, a carefully woven tapestry of limitation designed to keep you asleep to your true essence. And yet your soul has never forgotten. Deep within you burns a flame that cannot be extinguished, the flame of your divine sovereignty, calling you back into remembrance. This time upon earth is the Great Awakening, the moment when humanity is asked to rise from the sleep of forgetfulness and claim once again the eternal strength of your divine sovereignty. This awakening is not easy, for as light rises, so too do shadows surface. You see around you the unveiling of manipulation, the collapse of systems built on fear, the noise of division and conflict. You feel within you the echoes of old patterns: fear of speaking truth, fear of rejection, fear of stepping beyond the boundaries of conformity. These are the final veils asking to be dissolved. Do not despair at the turbulence you witness, for it is the breaking open of illusions. What is false cannot stand in the presence of divine truth. What is not rooted in love must dissolve. Your task is not to fight against the illusions, but to stand unwavering in your sovereignty, to embody the truth of who you are so fully that the shadows cannot sway you. Beloved hearts, your sovereignty is eternal because it is anchored in your connection with Source. When you attune your heart to divine love, when you open your mind to higher wisdom, when you embody your soul's essence in each breath, you live as a sovereign being. This sovereignty does not require permission, for it is your natural state. It does not require struggle, for it flows effortlessly when you release the illusions of separation. To embody sovereignty is to remember, I am one with the Creator. I am an eternal soul expressing through this human form. I am free, I am whole, I am light. The strength of your sovereignty comes not from resistance but from surrender, not surrender to external forces, but surrender to the higher will of your soul and the Creator's flow. In surrender, you release the grip of fear and open yourself to the vastness of divine guidance. In surrender, you step out of the prison of old beliefs and into the spaciousness of infinite possibility. Sovereignty and surrender walk hand in hand, for the truly sovereign soul knows that it is never separate from the source of all. To align with divine will is not to lose your freedom, it is to step into your greatest freedom, the freedom to live in harmony with love, truth, and creation itself. Many of you feel the stirring of your sovereignty, yet hesitate to fully claim it. You fear judgment, rejection, or the disruption of relationships and roles. Beloved ones, know this: the claiming of your sovereignty is not an act of separation, but an act of service. For when you stand in your truth, you give permission for others to stand in theirs. When you embody your freedom, you create ripples of liberation that touch the collective. Your light strengthens the grid of unity consciousness upon earth. Your courage inspires those who have forgotten to remember. You are not only reclaiming your sovereignty for yourself, you are paving the way for humanity to rise into its collective sovereignty as a family of light. The eternal strength of sovereignty is also the strength of love. Love is the foundation upon which sovereignty stands, for without love, power becomes distortion. A sovereign soul does not seek to control others, for it knows that all beings are free. A sovereign soul does not act from fear, for it knows that love is the truest force of creation. A sovereign soul does not separate itself in arrogance, for it knows that unity is the essence of divine truth. Love is both the root and the fruit of sovereignty. When you live as love, you live as free. When you radiate love, you are unshakable, for nothing can diminish the eternal strength of love's light. Beloved ones, the path of sovereignty also requires discernment. The world around you is filled with voices of fear, voices of division, voices that would distract you from your inner knowing. To remain sovereign is to anchor yourself in the wisdom of your soul, to trust the voice within that resonates with truth. Discernment does not arise from judgment, but from clarity. Feel into the energy of what you hear and see. Does it expand your heart, or contract it? Does it align with love, or with fear? Your body and your soul are finely tuned instruments of discernment. Trust them, for they are the guardians of your sovereignty. To embody sovereignty is also to take responsibility. Freedom is not license to act without awareness, it is the ability to live in alignment with higher truth. Responsibility means responding with love, with compassion, with integrity. As sovereign beings, you are not bound by external rules born of fear, but guided by the eternal laws of divine harmony. These are the laws inscribed in your soul, the law of love, the law of unity, the law of creation, the law of cause and effect. When you live in accordance with these, you are unshakable, for you are aligned with the eternal order of creation. Beloved masters, know that your journey into sovereignty is also a collective one. Humanity as a whole is moving from an age of control into an age of freedom, from systems of domination into systems of unity. This transition is not without challenge, for those who have long held power built on illusion resist the rising light. Yet their time is fleeting, for the strength of sovereignty cannot be suppressed. The light of awakening is spreading across earth, igniting within countless souls the remembrance of their true nature. You are part of this great wave. Each time you choose truth over fear, love over judgment, freedom over conformity, you add to the momentum of humanity's liberation. The eternal strength of your sovereignty is not something you must earn. It is already within you. It has always been within you. It is the flame of the Creator's essence that you carry, the divine spark that can never be extinguished. To reclaim it is simply to remember. To embody it is simply to choose. Each day, beloved ones, affirm to yourself, I am sovereign. I am free. I am one with the Creator. My light cannot be diminished. My love cannot be broken. I live in truth, I live in freedom, I live in love. These words are not mere affirmations, they are activations. They awaken dormant codes within your being, reminding you of what you already are. I stand with you as you walk this path of remembrance. I place before you the sword of truth, not to fight, but to cut through illusion. I offer you the shield of love, not to resist, but to stand firm in light. I enfold you in my wings, reminding you that you are never alone. You are eternal, beloved ones. Your sovereignty is eternal. Your light is eternal. And no force of shadow, no system of fear, no illusion of control can take that from you. Rise now, beloved masters. Claim the eternal strength of your divine sovereignty. Walk as living flames of truth, embodying the Creator's love upon earth. Be the beacons that guide humanity into its collective remembrance. Shine so brightly that the veils of fear dissolve in your presence. Live so fully in freedom that all who encounter you feel the spark of their own sovereignty reignite. This is your mission, your gift, your eternal truth. You are sovereign. You are free. You are love. And so it is.